I would say that
nobody. If you talk to 90% of the people here, probably they would tell you that they don't say
atheism
there
is
is
the
no
active
God.
decision to not believe in a God. It's without theism.
It's the belief that there's not enough evidence to prove there is a God.
Right. So you're agnostic. Most of these people are agnostic.
You have a
And they
religion.
think
You're
they're
all
atheist.
gathered here based on a religious discipline. That is what you call atheism.
You define God as a sense of a God-like being that could exist? Or do you define God as a specific deity that a religion purports exists, which can be argued against?
Scientific theory.
In other words,
So you can say that
could say
make your
there's
body
some
communist, but if you really want to have a
thing out
discussion,
there. It's different than saying
say you're holding.
There's nothing
this
else.
specific God named Jehovah that inspired these words. That can be disproven.
The specifics don't matter.
The minute you attach your beliefs or your assertions to a specific God, that you say this God is the God that exists,
But you can believe
that can be disproven.
Generic
and that's
God,
what atheism
or
does.
generic gods.
Atheism denies the existence of purported gods that can be disproven by logic and fallacies. It does not say that a God-like being could not exist somewhere. So
You're saying atheism is not an active disbelief in the existence of God.
So do you believe Buddha exists? The God, or well, he exists as a person. That's a bad example. That's a bad example. Do you believe that Vishnu exists?
It doesn't matter.
No, but do you believe? Yes or no? Do you believe Vishnu exists?
No.
Then you're an atheist. You've just
I'm
denied the
saying
existence of a God.
A God.
Exactly.
Not a generic God. There could be a generic God. And I don't
Exactly.
know.
That's what atheism does. It denies the existence of specific gods.
Not God in general. You're saying that atheism is compatible with the idea of a generic God.
Well, you could apply God.
You're going for a straw man argument right
You could
now.
go to.
And it's pretty transparent.
No, you could apply the idea of God to anything. Like the universe, for instance, a pantheistic view of God, Einsteinian view of God. You could say, but when
So would you disagree with the Einsteinian view of God?
I wouldn't say that I could disprove it.
Okay, then you wouldn't be an atheist, you'd be an agnostic.
But I will disprove that Jehovah exists, that Vishnu exists. I will say that they don't exist, just like you did.
You can't definitively disprove that. You cannot show absolute zero probability. You know that.
I can prove that Vishnu doesn't exist as purported in the text, as Jehovah purported in the text does not exist.
100% certain.
Yes, because an all-powerful, omnipotent being is logically impossible.
Not possible.
Yes, it is.
Not impossible.
No, it is, because a God that was all-powerful could create things.
Yeah, well, we've all read that too.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, that's
we're
the
in that line of
fallacy.
rhetoric. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but you don't. Wait, I want to hear it. Let him finish what he was saying.
That's the fallacy. That's a logical fallacy. A God cannot, an all-powerful being, an all-powerful, omnipotent being cannot exist. So you can disprove that idea of a God.
What rules of logic can that not exist?
If an all-powerful being was all-powerful, he could create, for instance, an immovable object that he couldn't move, and then he would contradict his all-powerful omnipotence. He couldn't move it. It's a fallacy. It contradicts itself.
Okay, so you can apply a paradox to the idea of an omnipotence.
That's called. No, it's called logic.
It's self-referential. It's not necessarily logic.
It's logic.
It proves itself is the thing. That's the problem.
It disproves itself.
Same thing.
It's like presuppositional apologetics.
You can't use a statement to disprove the statement. This statement is false.
Are you aware of presuppositional
It's not
apologetics?
valid.
Where they say that the Bible exists because we presuppose that reason and evidence exist. Therefore, the Bible can be presupposed to be truth because we presuppose science and reason to be truth. But if you take that and you apply it, they have to reject science and accept the Bible. And so if you do that, you're saying that the ideas of man in reference to science and reason are invalid, but the beliefs in the Bible are valid. So you're undermining your own.
You can believe in a God and believe in science.
You can prove that the Bible isn't true based on that. It's a logical fallacy.
Who's bolstering Christianity here? You're arguing.
Well, you're
so
saying,
used to your predefined rhetoric
you're
that you
saying,
can't even have this. Like,
you're saying
I guess
that
it's a novel argument for you.
atheism is a religion. You're saying that.
It's a belief system.
You're arguing against Christianity. We haven't said one thing about Christianity.
And you've just denied the existence of a God, Vishnu. You said Vishnu doesn't exist. That's atheism. You're denying the existence of a God.
I can't prove that Vishnu exists with zero probability. Therefore, actually, I can't say, no, there is no Vishnu.
You believe that the writings of all those ancient texts could be real, could be the truth.
I can't say that it can be 100% disproven. That's true.
You'd say that the Bible could be the actual written word of God.
It could be. It could very well be.
Could it?
Yes, it could possibly be.
So you believe that a loving...
Exactly. That is the point.
Yeah, but the second part of that is who cares, right?
Yeah, apparently you people do. Look at you.
No. You don't require the probability of leprechauns existing to shrink to zero before you don't believe in them, right? Do you believe in them? Are you ready to start now? I believe in leprechauns, right? Right? Okay.
No,
the probability that they
the black and white problem that we're in right here.
non-zero.
You can't. There are shades of gray here.
So agnosticism
You don't have to be
is religion?
on one side or the other.
No, you
Agnostic is the admission that you don't know enough to make a decision.
Is agnosticism a religion?
So you are completely.
I wouldn't consider
you
it.
are completely
why?
in the
You're
middle.
choosing to
on
believe it?
Your position.
No, I'm not believing anything. I'm saying I don't know enough.
You're not open to